Hello, I just wanted to take this opportunity to make a video to show you guys why I think MackinVia is so awesome and why I think it should be added to your list. So, you can log into My MackinVia if you just leave the school blank and you put in Reedy HS, and then down here you put in Reedy HS. You'll be able to log in and see my MackinVia as a generic user. So some of the functionality won't be here, and I'll show you what it looks like when I log in just a minute, but I wanted to show you a few things that you could look at. So some of the features that I love about MackinVia that I think would be applicable to any school librarian or educator in a setting is especially this groups feature. And MackinVia, you can if an educator wanted to get MackinVia, first of all, you should know that it's single sign-on and they have LDAP authentication. So any service that a school or a district is using, they could put that service in MackinVia and it has that single sign-on function. So for instance, if they're using BrainPop or Discovery Education or some of those other services where the students need to log in, they can add those to their MackinVia, and Mackin will make sure that it's added to the single sign-on. So the other thing is, let's say they don't purchase any content from Mackin ever. What they can do is they can take any databases that they currently are subscribing to, and Mackin will do a one-time migration into MackinVia for them of those databases. And then later on, if they add other things, they can add them in themselves, and it's very easy to do on the back end. So here you can see these are the databases that either my district or my campus subscribes to, and various things that I've placed in my MackinVia that can be used. So it is a platform that can very easily be added to and manipulated. And so the other two things that people can add on their own is videos and links. So you'll see here I have 124 videos in my MackinVia. These are videos that I've either grabbed off of YouTube or some link online, and then also these are a bunch of screencast videos that I've made that are specific to the teaching and learning that are happening in my library. The other thing they can do is they can add links. So this is especially great for, I use it at the secondary level all the time, but I've also used MackinVia at the elementary level, and I know that it's totally applicable there too. So what people can do is they can add links to resources, anything that's online that they want to add into MackinVia. And the reason they want to add these links and videos is so they're there anytime a kid wants to use it, but also so that they can come up here, and I'm going to show you my groups feature. And so this is the groups feature, and so this is the tool that I think is most compelling for adding this to your list. So for instance, I'm just going to come in here and show you. So this was a Spanish 2 project that we just did, and the students had to pick a Spanish speaking city. And so then I was able to put in, so here is the assignment sheet for their assignment. I can't, sorry, let me click over. I'm just going to come over here. So this is my MackinVia. I'm already logged in. So this is the Spanish one here, okay? So this right here is their assignment sheet. So if they click on this, it's going to show them their whole assignment from their teacher. So this is the information from their teacher, and then my digital learning coach and I contributed content to this assignment. So this is the assignment right here. And so then they have their works cited template. So this is where they can make a copy of a works cited page, and so I've put that in there. It's just a Google Doc. And so there they have their works cited template for this assignment. And then here is their project rubric, which is linked here as well, so they can access that. And then the other things they have here are the things that they're supposed to research. Here are their guiding questions. Here are the different cities that they had to choose from, and then some links to various websites that I curated and provided for them. And then down here is some other content. So anything with this little globe symbol is a database, and so that's something that my district subscribes to and that we have that I have in my MackinVia, right? But anything that you see here with the link or the video, those are things that I added. So like I added links to the Noun Project, District and Unsplash. Those are websites. Lonely Planet is a tourism website, okay? And then we used Google Earth, so I have a link to Google Earth. They had to access our filter to access Lonely Planet because our Wi-Fi is filtered at an elementary level. So in order for the kids to go to like Lonely Planet, they had to log into the filter. So this is a video that shows them how to log into the filter. This is a screencast video that shows them how to use all these databases. This is a link to an image searching video that I put in here. And then over here is a link to a Google Doc that I made that I used in the assignment to talk about the different types of sources when I did that part of the lesson. And then here is the information for the part of the lesson that is for using sources with academic integrity. So it tells them what unacceptable and acceptable practices are, and there's links and information here as well. So this is a document that my students are super familiar with, but it's something that if I wasn't using this MackinVia, you can see how many links and how many pieces of information that I was able to cram into this one link for this assignment. The other thing about these MackinVia groups, I'm just going to come over here and show you. So this is my website. And so what I do is the kids don't even go to MackinVia, they go to my website. And so for that project, they click right here, and then here's the screencast video that I made, and then here is a link to that group. So when they click on this, it opens up directly into that MackinVia group, and they may have to still sign on, but with the single sign-on, now they have access to all these resources, all these databases, everything that's in here. And while some of this is free content, some of it's not, but a school or a librarian or a district or whoever could use this. It has unlimited potential, and the platform is here for people to use that. And so I'm just going to go back over here, and I'm going to show you some of the other different groups that I have. So this was a project that we did with our aquatics class. Up here again, here's their assignment sheet. They did APA references, so they had an APA template there. And then down here you'll see some of those same resources I showed you in the other one, but here they had links to different image sites. They one of their projects, they could create a here, I'll just show you. So this is their assignment sheet for this. So they had to choose 3 projects, and they had to choose 3 different types of projects, so you can see those here. And then over here, like one of them, they had to create a QR code for their newsletter or whatever. So I put a QR code creator link in here. They had some of them they needed to use music. So we have this this database, which is Megatracks, and so that that's something that our district uses. And then this is an image that's just in their MackinVia, and so when they click on it, it just shows them how to find copyright-free images in Google. And the other thing that's awesome about this too is when you have videos in here, like I upload all my screencast videos to YouTube, but when they're in here, it doesn't matter if your district blocks YouTube, because MackinVia will play the video, because now it's housed in MackinVia. And so once they sign into MackinVia, it's protected. And so this is just such a powerful tool for students and teachers and librarians to be able to curate information and put in here. I can compare it to something like Wakelet, for instance, or oh gosh, what is the site that we use? So you can curate things. The newsletter site, it's escaping me at the moment, but y'all will know what it is. But you can curate everything in here, and so it can be. It takes curation. It takes, you know, the librarian or the teacher or whoever to put all the things in here, but it's so easy to assemble things, and then it's so user-friendly for kids in K through 12 environments. I've used it with all age of students. So that's just a quick tour of some of the ways that I use MackinVia, and you'll see here, like, these are links to my different social medias, and I keep these up here. So like, you know, if my students want to go to our YouTube page or our Pinterest or our Instagram, those are linked here. And then you can link other resources. So like if, you know, a librarian wanted to link, you know, news media, news literacy resources, they could create a group of any kind of resource that they want, and then they can feature it on their homepage. It'll automatically be over here in their groups section. Some of these groups, the teachers use these groups all year long. So my AP seminar, my AP research teachers, they use these resources all year long, and so those are links to resources up there. And then the teacher and I work together to curate a set of resources in here that the students can use all year long. So it's just a really powerful tool for curation. So you might compare this to like the old LibGuides or even a S'more. That's what I was trying to think of, S'more. So this is just a way for it's a great tool for teachers and librarians and students to have access to resources, and it is a tool that I literally use every day for teaching and learning in my library. And I know librarians all across the country who also use it, and I think that by putting it on your list, it would create access and an awareness to a resource that is completely free and would be wonderful for school librarians. So thank you for taking the time to watch this.